Dude, you seen the Wiggles?
Unrated though.
Unrated?
Mhm.
Elaborate.
It's exactly what it sounds like.
They were getting their cheeks clapped? Like, what was going on?
I mean, I was more implied they couldn't explicitly clap cheeks, but it was crazy. Then the knockoff of the Blue Man Group came in, the Green Girls. It's wild.
Yeah, then Max Sabbath was there. Have you Max Sabbath? It's
I heard a big Max Sabbath.
It's a Black Sabbath parody band, but they're all like in costume, kind of like Guar. It's like one of the dudes looks like a metal version of Mayor McCheese. And kind of like Weird Al style like songs. Like I think at least the one that I know is Frying Pan instead of Iron Man.
It's awesome.
But yeah, I don't even know if they're still touring. Anyways.
Also, none of that actually happened.
Yeah, that was all made up. I just gaslit everyone. That was like 3 people who watched this.
You're welcome.
But anyways, let's go around the room. I'm gonna start with our guest here. We got Alex. Alex, what are you gonna tell us? Tell us a little bit about what you got going on in your life right now in terms of music and shit.
Yeah, I like a lot of the same types of music that you like, Agent Shamrock. I like a lot of like jam bands and psych rock and indie. I've been recently on a Fish kick as of late, and just getting into their discography. They're incredible. I can see what all the hype's been about. Doom Gong, another band I've been really vibing with. They're kind of more of a new group, and their stage presence, man, I will say their stage presence is incredible. They just continuously play, like segue into each song like seamlessly, and it's the live energy of that is just incredible. So I urge anyone that's like interested in like a fun, like, smaller setting, of course, because they're very new, but a smaller like concert setting like that's just high energy and just fun. Like, check out Doom Gong for sure.
Yeah, because you've seen him twice.
And yeah, I saw him at Mr. Small's Theater in Pittsburgh, and then I saw them a month later in Beachland Tavern in Cleveland. Yeah, they're incredible. And they had at Cleveland, they had this group do the visuals called Goo Lagoon, and Goo Lagoon. Yeah, it's a crazy name, but their visuals for the show were just out of this world, like unlike anything I'd ever seen. So, maybe we can like link the names of like bands or like names we reference in this to like at the end of the episode or something. But like, I think it'd be cool if anyone interested in that checks them out, because they're fun. It's a good time. Feels like, if you were on a edible or something, it would go even more hard than it already does.
I feel like I could definitely see them. I don't know if next year, but definitely in the near future, either being like a act for Field of Vision or at the very least an opener for Giz, because I feel like they like to collab with the kind of like up and coming psych groups.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
They also like to do fun covers. That's the thing about them too, is you never know what you're going to get at a Doom Gong show. Yeah, there's some songs that they play that's good, but I mean, on Halloween, they played like just a cover of Ghostbusters, or like, recently in their spring tour, they've been playing a Hotline Bling cover from Drake. And that's just, unexpected to say the least, but it works. It works. I mean, my show in Cleveland that I went to, they did a cover of Muffin Man from Zappa, and that was amazing. Yeah, it goes absolutely hard.
Because when I was at a Pigeons Play Ping Pong show with one of my buddies in Jersey, we went to the Stone Pony, and they did something like that. They did like a jam sandwich where they started with one of their songs, jammed into, I believe it was NSYNC's Bye Bye Bye, and then segued into a shortened kind of like more instrumental version of Blinding Lights by The Weeknd, and then they circled back to the first song, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I just love any kind of jam band-esque, like free jam, just like you have no idea what you're going to get when you go in, and it's just completely improv. I love that shit. It's so cool. Because then it's like, Obviously you might go in wanting specific songs, but I think it's cooler to just have no idea. It's like Christmas morning. You just walk in, it's just a bunch of presents. You have no idea what the hell you're gonna get.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I like that a lot of bands. Well, I don't know how many do that, but like I know from the ones I've seen, a lot of them have like a varied set list at least, and they like try to like play a lot of different songs from their discography. Again, if it's like a newer band like Doomgong, there's going to be a lot of repeats show to show, but it's always nice when bands try to like throw in some like new songs they haven't played at the last show or whatnot. And in the case with like a band like King Gizzard, they usually every night is going to be a new set list with completely new songs that they haven't done the previous night, which is fun. I like when bands do that. Yeah,
dude, hell yeah. All right, we'll bring it around now. So how about you, Anthony? Tell us about some stuff going on. Like what kind of
Dude, I don't know. I don't know where wait, what was the question again?
what kind of bands or music are you into? Whether it's newer stuff you're getting into now or stuff you.
I listen to old fashioned country and bluegrass. I love Flattened Scruggs. I love the Flying Burrito Brothers.
I saw one of their records at the store the other day, and I was like,
"Oh my god, really?" I was hoping that was going to be a super obscure reference.
No, dude. So I was at Tumbleweeds. I was just flipping through because I had like $30 extra left over of in-store credit, and I was like just trying to find. That's what I texted you guys, where I was like, just give me any kind of recommendation you can because I'm like struggling. And then I was going through, and they had a record store day release from like a year or two ago of like some live show that band did, and I almost kind of want to go back and I would buy it.
Brothers. Yeah. Yeah. Point is, Foggy Mountain Breakdown goes so hard that absolutely I would play that in a car chase. What was the question again?
The Burrito Brothers flying.
No, that is Flattened Scruggs.
Yeah, it's fucking sick. Hang on, I need to look this up. But anyways, dude.
I don't know. I don't have a specific taste anymore. I listen to music.
I kind of just feel like I guess. What was it?
I thought you said bluegrass, right? That's something you're into.
No, that was a bit.
Yeah, he was doing a bit.
Bro, that would have been the perfect opportunity to talk about Billy Strings, but we can get to that at another time.
Well, maybe I don't want to talk about this person. I have no idea.
Like I'm fucking.
Fuck you, dude. Right? Fuck you, man.
I love about Maro's first contribution to this entire episode is him just squealing in the back.
That's right.
That's what you think, dude?
Yeah. He came in with the big support. He's like when you bring in a summon in a battle. Anyway, I don't know. Yeah, music.
Well, I was gonna say you've been pretty like. Well, not necessarily like influential. I guess the major influence is that you introduced me to King Giz with People Vultures for the music video. But I mean,
yeah, I did not. I expected that after that night for you to like never acknowledge that again. That just to be some like wacky video that would be like, oh, that was funny. Anthony showed me that for a few minutes, and then after a while, it just kept going on and on. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, you really opened Pandora's box with that because now I'm like fucking baptizing people out in Colorado. With a fucking latex Gila Monster mask. Yeah, then like what like Iron Maiden, I love them. Fucking Oingo Boingo, that was a pretty sick record. Because I remember like you were just hanging out one time, and I think it was like when we did that thing where we set up a playlist on like Spotify or whatever, and we just like alternate who adds the next song. And then I think Man's Party, or it was at least one of the songs from that album, like, yo, this fucking slaps. And then we saw it at Stimmy Round. And I was like, I'm getting it. As soon as I saw you were like, dude, buy this album, and I'm like, hell yeah. I was actually listening to that song on the way back from my in-laws today. I was just feeling the vibe.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Anywho,
they're good. I've heard them before, but they're good.
Yeah, I just wanted to, if you want to share any bands that you've always liked or songs you're getting into recently. I know you've I'm trying to remember the song, Ben, that you shared with me. I want to say it was like back in April, maybe like May, kind of like mildly fatherhood related. I don't remember. I think that means some
fatherhood
song.
What is it, From the Wall?
Yeah, it's from the wall. It's is it in the flesh?
Well, you said something fatherly related. Like,
Yeah.
how much of that album is him be like, oh, my father?
My Dad is Dead, the album.
No, I think what I sent you was Heavy Foot by Monrovia, if I'm not
That was it.
mistaken.
Yes.
You sent
Yeah. Yeah, that was good. It was like, I don't know. I've been really like listening to all different types of music ever since I was young. And that was like a really nice like folk song that it's not a genre that I'm usually like into very much. But I don't know. I like that song. It resonated with me pretty well.
Oh yeah.
But
I know
I'm
you're
always
more
in
of a- Oh, sorry.
yeah. No, I was just say always in rotation is the Toxicity by System of a Down. That whole album is start to finish just masterpiece. And
I heard that and that album at a young age.
yeah, it's been something like I always fall back to. It's a great fucking album. Rick Rubin helped produce, and yeah, it's just phenomenal. Serge is an insane vocalist, and his lyrics are amazing. So that's cool. And then obviously the musicians in that band are legendary. Their drummer's insane. So it was just something as a young kid. My mom showed me all that kind of stuff. My mom showed me like Linkin Park and Disturbed and all of the other kind of like harder music ever since I was a kid. And that was one of the albums that we would have regularly in her car. So
Very nice.
that I'm a huge hip hop head. So into like old school stuff, some new school stuff, but mostly old school, like older, hip hop. And my first concert was Shaggy and the Backstreet Boys. So
Yo, that's fucking
started off on a
sick.
good foot. Yeah, started
That's
off on a pretty good foot.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would. I know they're like older now, but I would feel like it would be hype if like at like Mohegan Sun, just Backstreet Boys were playing. I would honestly roll up to that.
I'm pretty sure they still tour.
Wait,
Yeah.
Steve, who was your first concert?
Very first, probably Rick Springfield.
Whoa.
That's like almost a guarantee because I didn't see it
That's tight.
until 2012. And if I saw anyone else before that, fuck, I actually don't even. Nah, I think it was him. Because I feel like obviously for a while that's like the person I've seen the most until now. King Gizzard is I think 14 times before this year, but it's going to be another 7 shows.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because they the 3 out in Colorado that I'll be at with Alex at Field of Vision 2, and then the next weekend 3 shows at Forest Hills. But then they just today announced the secret 7th show, which is under a bridge in Brooklyn, under the K Bridge, Park or whatever the hell it's called. But we're like, well, we're already going to be there. Might as well just tack on another day.
Yep. Use up another vacation day.
Yeah, and I'm just going to get the early train.
Dude,
7, just hate all my life choices at that point. Just
you're gonna be at a King Giz show one day, and it's gonna be what causes you to like miss your daughter's like first words or steps.
oh, man. That would be so sad. Laura just calls me like with face. I'm like, yo, check this out. I'm like, yo, check this out. I just jump in and start. Someone's like trying to record it. Like, Alex is like,
Yeah, check this out.
yeah, yo, check this out. It's just me diving off the stage and nobody catches me.
Fucking break your phone in half. Oh fuck.
Yeah,
Dude, that actually happened.
Right there on like the FaceTime. Like,
Dude, that actually fucking happened at a psychedelic Porn Crumpets concert, the one I went to in Boston last year. Because everyone getting crowd surfed ended up on the stage because there wasn't like really much of a barrier between like a gap where then security just puts you down and then you can go back into the crowd. So like this guy was on stage with the band and like rocking out, and then he went to go dive into the audience and just nobody caught him. Just like landed, just like this loud thud, he just slammed on the ground. It was really fun. Anyways, Ben, what would you say is your favorite, or if hard top 3 favorite hip hop songs?
Hip hop songs?
Yeah.
hip hop songs.
That's wild.
Swiggity wiggity whack, yo.
I'll say Shook Ones Part 2 by Mobb Deep is up there for sure.
Hell yeah.
Just such a classic. I'm just going off the top of the dome. I'm not really diving deep into it. I want to say Big Papa by Biggie Smalls.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. And then I want to go with. This might be off the beaten path, but I honestly I really like Soul Food by Logic. It's one off his first studio album, Under Pressure, which highly recommend. If you're just a hip hop dude, I know some people can't stand Logic because all he talks about is biracialness, but seriously, that album's so good. That album's like a classic. I'll throw some J. Cole in there if I could. Forest Hills Drive. You just throw the whole album basically on there. Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot of hip hop out there.
Yeah. The Logic, I think it's called Take It Back, the song.
Take It Back?
Take It Back, I think is, or Run It Back.
Run It?
Let me see. Let me find it. I'll send you. I only like this song for the instrumental. Hold on. It's so good.
Take It Back. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with that.
Yeah. Here, I found it.
Send it to me.
Okay, you gotta put headphones on though.
Okay, I can't listen to it right now. I'm doing a podcast with my friends, so I'll do that. I can listen to it.
You should play it directly, like from your iPhone speakers, like
just over the microphone. Let's all listen to it, guys. Here it is.
It's like really shitty. Like there's like no bass because it's coming from your phone.
Wayne it.
There it is.
It's called Take It Back.
Yeah.
So guys, I just came up with an idea. Since I have the Song Rex channel, if you want to share any of the songs or albums you're talking about, feel free to like send a Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube link or whatever channel, because it's like, I don't know, it's like fun every now and then, and I like check out what people send. It's usually me and Al, but occasionally someone else sends something in there, so it's kind of fun seeing what people.
Right. Dude, hell yeah.
Goddamn cold. All right.
Dude, hell yeah.
How about you? I know. Well, I was gonna say in terms of your influence, fucking Talamanca, dude. Fucking.
Wait, did you go yet, Steve?
No, I didn't go yet. I think I want everyone else to go first.
Oh. So the question is, what kind of music do I like? Is that what it is?
Yeah, just like, doesn't if you don't have like a specific artist or band, you can even just say genre, like whatever.
Man, Nirvana.
Oh, dude.
Fucking, Nirvana. I like Arctic Monkeys. Arctic Monkeys.
Dude, Alice in Chains.
Alice in Chains, Metallica. A little bit of dad rock in there, but also rap too. I like rap. I like Fitty. Lloyd Banks.
Lloyd Banks? Should know about Lloyd Banks.
Bro.
Should know about Lloyd Banks. I'm a warrior, man. I never run, never snitch. I'm a grown man, dog. I ain't no bitch.
Yeah, I like Lloyd Banks. I'm so fly.
I'm so fly. I got money, and that's a good enough reason. And all the things I buy.
Who else? Young Jeezy. Yeah, man.
Fucking
My mom had the Snowman. My mom had the Snowman album in her car at one point. She loved Soul Survivor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. I'm like, Mom, you're fucking wild. What is going on here?
What else?
Talamanca.
Oh, Sepultura. That's a name I don't think you guys have heard of.
I definitely have not.
It's Brazilian heavy metal, and they're fucking heavy, dude. They're fucking awesome, dude.
Wait,
Sepultura. Anthony, you've heard of them. You've heard of them.
Yeah, I've heard of them. I haven't listened to them a lot, but I've heard of them.
They're the classic 1990s like heavy metal band with the fucking triangle. What's it called? The triangle, the flying arrow guitars with the fucking shorts, like the flannel shorts, and they're rocking the fucking heavy black boots and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, that sounds badass.
Yeah, dude. What's that?
That sounds fucking badass.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Sepultura is cool. Yeah, that's their who else? I'm trying to think of other. Oh, I like Tool. I like Tool.
Tool's sick. Yeah, Tool's sick.
Tool's sick, man. Tool
Dude, Lateralis.
is timeless, really.
As I know the pieces fit.
Yeah, it's another band I also got into at a young age.
Yeah.
I
Anthony
keep trying to find
produced
Lateralis at the record shop. They have like in their Tool section. I just haven't seen it yet. I'm like waiting for a repress.
Dude, they're like music scientists.
You can get like
those guys.
you can get like another one. Honestly, if they got anything else, they got 10,000 days. You can listen to the pod.
Yeah, maybe I'm going to be back in that area Thursday. I'll go check to see if which ones they still have in that section, and I'll text you, or I'll just text a group chat or whatever, and I'll be like, yo, wait, which one?
Tool doesn't have a lot. You can totally get their discography. This is like the opposite of being a King Gizzard fan. You would instead wait forever, and they have 5 albums.
That was the one joke I've seen online. It's like King Gizzard fans are the direct opposite of Tool, where it's like 27 albums since 2012.
Jeez,
when they
That's crazy.
And that's not including
That's
any
so
of their
much
live
work.
albums.
That's so much work. That's insane.
And it's like the craziest thing because like a lot of YouTubers have said this too, like music reviewers, and they're like, yeah, it's crazy because it's 27 albums, but all of them are like at least B tier or higher. Like even like unless if like the only reason why you wouldn't like some of their stuff is since they do different genres. Like if you just don't like heavy metal for like for you would just not like 2 of their albums and a handful of songs on some other ones. That's what I like about them because I've kind of just been someone who's always loved most genres. So it's just kind of fun seeing their take where it's like, oh, like here's a techno album, here's like dad rock, here's an orchestra or orchestra rock album, here's progressive rock, heavy metal, blah blah blah.
Well, they do like a mariachi album already.
Yo, fucking, they want ska giz. And then,
hey, we can't forget about the rap album.
Yeah, the rap
forget
album.
about the rap album though.
Wait, hold on. What kind of ska? Like second wave or third wave?
Dude, I'm not sure. Everyone on Reddit was like saying they want ska giz next, but I don't think they specified which wave.
I feel like I might be talking
about
ignorance right now, but it's like which do you think would be better? Because like second wave is like Oingo Boingo, but like third wave is like all that like 90s like surf kind of rock, like Less Than Jake and what's another one? Real Big Fish, like those type of bands. So it's like there's kind of a difference if you're like, oh, they want a ska album.
Yeah. I should find one of these threads where it's like the last comment was like 4 months ago or whatever, and be like, what kind of ska? Second wave or third wave? just ask them like 4 months later.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They'll probably do like they'd probably do like third wave. Doing a second wave, trying to be like Oingo Boingo would be a fucking high bar.
Honestly, that'd be so fucking badass. Yo, Mario, you gotta talk about the GOAT, fucking Talamanca. Just random house music. I guess that's what it is, right?
Yeah, man.
Or is it trance? I don't even know like what it's. I guess it's house.
Yeah, it's house. Yeah, I love Talamanca. Was it Daiquiri, right?
Yeah, so like it's. I think the song's called Lily, and it's like the original artist is Daiquiri, but the Talamanca remix specifically, like that's the one that hits.
So good, so good. Only the beginning, really.
All right, hold on. I got one to throw out there. Is there any band you can say you found them or got into them because you saw a music video of theirs on TV?
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, what's it? No Doubt was always like heavily. Their music videos were just always being pumped into MTV, and then and that's how I came across them.
Do you remember a specific one?
Was it Don't Speak? Don't Speak. Da, 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 da. The music video for that?
Huh, I remember that one.
Yeah, Don't Speak. And then I also saw what was it called? I forget the name.
That's how I found Nirvana. I think it was like VH1 played "Smells Like Teen Spirit," and I was
my god, no way!
And you're like, yo, this is sick.
That's crazy. That's pretty awesome, though.
One of my earliest music video memories, to kind of go with this question, I think we own. Well, you'll know what I'm about to talk about, Anthony. I think it was from like Burger King of all places. It was just a VH.
Superior food.
Yeah, it was like two. It was two music videos. It was NSYNC's "Bye Bye Bye" and Britney Spears' "Oops, I Did It Again." Just like for some reason, it's a promotional VHS tape of those two music videos. I remember like we had that on repeat. Like my sister and I would just always listen to it.
Dude, I don't want to change the subject, but I want to go on record and say Burger King had like the best fucking toys and supplementary shit to give away with their meals.
I mean, literally just the Pokemon toys alone were goated. That they
Yeah, they got in on the anime craze pretty early with Pokemon and even Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Burger King's honestly goated.
Good on them.
They gave away VHS tapes for some reason, like, and we were using that to support the couch in the basement for a while.
I know. Good on you, Burger King. Fuck you, McDonald's.
But yeah,
Luigi's in jail because of one of your employees. Go on.
Yeah, no, you're good. Because I feel like a lot of the early memories I have of music videos and like stuff I would watch, it was like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, probably because of my sister, honestly. Because there was a lot of that and like Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears, like all the pop stuff. If it wasn't that, it was like stuff from the 80s that my parents liked. So it'd be like the Michael Jackson music videos.
Yeah, like Ben, like I swear, in like the same year, I saw like around the same span of time, I saw like the music videos for Chop Suey and Tool's Schism around when I was like 6-7 years old. That's how I found those bands.
That's what has me excited with like Raising Ellie too, because I'm like I just have such a plethora, like just like this huge music library on vinyl, and I'm even like picturing having like I said, having like a family movie night, or like it could just be like a night where I'm just like hanging out with her and we just throw on a record. We'll be like, yeah, just like pick one from the stack. It could be either one you like or one that you're like, oh, this looks interesting, just going off the cover. Kind of a little bonding with that, because that's kind of like what my dad and I did. Like a lot of my music tastes growing up were definitely influenced by my parents and stuff. But what's up? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, because I guess like to then circle back to me and go over stuff I'm into. I mean, I feel like high school Steve is very different from current Steve, because I was very much just like a lot of stuff that my parents liked. So a lot of classic rock. Obviously, Aerosmith was the biggest one. Like Rick Springfield from the 80s. Michael Jackson, AC/DC, Guns N' Roses. And then like as you know, like as my like taste kind of like grew, it was like discovering stuff from other people. So like with Anthony, it was like Iron Maiden and all this other fun stuff. Morrow, like getting some house music from him, and then like kind of on my own discovering jam band stuff. I guess by association with King Gizzard, and then that's like its own branch right there. Because then obviously, like we've already mentioned Fish, which is a huge jam band, like Grateful Dead, obviously as well. But then I've got Goose as like the next big one. Pigeons Playing Ping Pong, like Dogs in the Pile, Eggy, Disco. I have like a whole shelf of literally just random jam bands with like weird ass names, but they all make like just fun, dancey, like whatever music. You got the Disco Biscuits too; they're a big one. Obviously, King Gizzard. It's just like I just think for me, like, and Laura and I actually had this discussion one time that we had this like epiphany of like the different artists we like, because she obviously loves Taylor Swift. It's because she really likes lyricism, and she likes when like the song itself, maybe the melody isn't memorable, but the lyrics are like kind of read like poetry in a way, and like she latches onto that, and which makes sense because she likes writing too in her free time. But then for me, I learned violin in school, like kind of learned guitar a little bit. I've always leaned more into like the sound and like the music itself. So like the lyrics might be ridiculous, especially with jam bands. You get some like really kind of out there lyrics, or like I guess like the perfect marriage of it is with King Gizzard. They'll have some crazy lyrics and cool storytelling, but the music itself is also very interesting. I don't know. I went on a tangent there, but I really like, I don't know. I like discovering new things, having recommendations from friends, and just kind of having this crazy kind of petri dish of like music taste, except for country. I don't fucking listen to country.
No,
It's like,
you're not a country fan, Steve. What about Billy Strings then, huh? Riddle me this, Billy Strings.
Well, so Billy Strings, I need to elaborate. When I say country, I don't mean like either old school, like classic country, or like something like Billy Strings, like bluegrass. I mean like fucking that obnoxious, like Blake Shelton, like half the lyrics are singing about like cold beer and creeping on women and pickup trucks. Like country
Yeah.
Country or like bro country is kind of like what I call it. I don't know, that shit I cannot stand.
I'd have to agree with you on that. Yeah, but like not all country is bad, but that type of country I would agree is not, at least not my cup of tea.
I want to go on record and say that song I mentioned earlier, "Foggy Mountain Breakdown," goes harder than anything on Infesta Rat's Nest or Petrodragonic Apocalypse.
Wait,
No.
does it actually?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I might have to test that theory.
I feel like I need to look.
What was it?
Foggy Mountain Breakdown.
Okay, by Earl Scruggs.
Flat and Scruggs.
Oh, Flat and Scruggs. Okay.
See, now I feel like I need to listen to this too, because like after experiencing Flamethrower while like literally being on the rail and like fearing for my life, as like there was a mosh pit like 2 inches behind me and we're all getting pressed forward, I was like, God damn, I'm probably gonna fucking die. So
Dude, this is like you get in a rusty pickup truck and like the cops are chasing after you down like an open field of corn and you have like a Tommy gun.
Steve, what show were you on a rail?
That was Portland. That's when I have the footage, it looks like a riot where like right when Stu passed over me, I turned around and just started recording, and he's just like rolling through a sea of people, and this like giant inflatable T-Rex started mauling him.
Yeah.
I was like super crossfaded for that too, because I remember like taking like I think 2 edibles before we went in, and then having a tall boy like right before they went on, and kind of like riding that wave until the end of the show, and then like during the dripping tap closer. That was nuts. But Flamethrower, I think, was in the like relatively early into the show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They played the metal set at that show really early. That's a good time, man. That's fun.
Yeah, that's like we would have to have a completely. It could literally just be Alex and I too, where we disperse.
Yeah.
Fucking giz, because I could just talk for like hours about each concert.
We could talk for hours about just a singular album, or
just
even
about Murder of
just
the
a singular
Universe.
Song. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Like the nuances.
That's right.
But anyways,
we're already talking way too much.
Yeah. I was gonna say if we do a segue, have you guys?
Steve, I got a question.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah.
If you had the opportunity, which would you have rather jumped in the fight, the pit for? The Kingish show in Philly in 2022 or the Iron Maiden show in Philly?
I think I'm gonna say Philly only because Iron Maiden, it was just for one song, and I feel like if I was just gonna go balls to the wall and go nuts, I should have just went into the crowd with you during Odd Life at the start of the Giz show, and then like we just both emerged from the crowd covered in each other's sweat. Wait, okay, sorry. I'm gonna go off of that, and then I'll ask my question that I was gonna do. But fucking Alex, Philly 2022 Odd Life opener. At the like kind of heavy like breakdown part of the song, I see Anthony just like there was just crowd surge. We were in the middle, kind of towards the front. This crowd surge came up behind us, and I just saw Anthony like get Thanos snapped in front of me and like disappear into the crowd. And then I didn't see
oh my god
until the lights came back on at the end of the show, which I think they ended with Evil Death Roll. So they ended with another heavy song, and all the lights come on, the doors open up. It's the fall, so like. Just with how cold the air was outside and the inside was so fucking hot and moist and steamy. Like I just saw this like fog in the air and I just saw Anthony like emerge from the crowd with his like, I think you had like something wrapped around your head and you had like your Hawaiian shirt or whatever you were wearing was just unbuttoned and open and you were just drenched.
Dude.
Like you fought, like you look like Rambo, but like after he went into a sauna. I was like,
yeah, that's wild, bro.
Yeah, so I think I would only, not that there was anything wrong with the Iron Maiden show, because I honestly fucking love that one. Bruce sounded great up there. I just have to say. Anyways, but like the pit was only for one song, but like Philly would have been like an endurance test. That would have been worse than the fucking pacer test.
It was that heavy, huh?
It was, the Philly show was honestly kind of bonkers. I'm really sad I ended up not going for the poster, but then we had like a pretty good spot at the start of the show because we like ignored that line and just went right towards the floor. Anyway, so that is the question I was going to ask, and we can go around the room, starting I guess with Alex again. But just like, if you can't pick a favorite show you've ever had or like favorite show moment, like if you want to just like list either favorite shows you've been to, favorite or like funny moments that happened at those shows or memorable moments, whether it was a song that you really wanted or whatever. Just like free form, take it away, Alex.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, that's good. I mean, honestly, yeah, it sounds kind of generic, but I mean, hey, the first show you go to is usually one of the more memorable ones, and I think my first King Giz show was like peak life experience, just because it's like when you listen to their studio stuff for the longest time, and then you're like, oh, these guys are really good. I'm excited to see them, and then the reality sets in when you see them like walk on stage. They like play the opener, and you're just like, wow, this is like real. It's actually happening. Like that
Yeah.
is like an incredible experience. So I'd have to say probably the first Giz show I saw, which was in a very small venue, Paso Robles, California, the Vino Robles Amphitheater in 2024. That was peak. I also have to say though, the Doom Gong show I saw in Cleveland earlier this year in April, that was also absolutely incredible because they played like basically every heavy hitter song they had in that show, which I mean, if you compare it to the other sets that they did in the same like tour, it wasn't even close to like how stacked it was. I mean, yeah, I could talk for hours just even about that one show, but I mean, they played, they did. I mean, I did a cover of Muffin Man by Zappa, which was, completely out of left field. And I mean, they played one of their oldest songs. Actually, I think it was their first song. It's called Laser Beam of Consciousness. They hadn't
I
played
know
that
that one.
song since they hadn't played that song since 2022. And they it was sort of, I guess, a bust out because they played it before. But, hearing that live was just like, I don't know, it was transcendent. It's very kind of vibey, and it's a little mellower of the songs that they have because they do genre cross a lot, but it was like, yeah, it just felt like floating on a cloud. I don't know, it's their music's just fun and vibey and catchy, and I love, again, bringing up the other point I made, their songs just flow so seamlessly into each other for like a live show and stuff. So you like, oh, you're listening to like this heavy jam, and then now it just goes into this like chill slow thing, and then it picks back up again, and it's like, yeah, the no time for resting during that. But yeah, I'd say those two probably have been. And honestly, I could keep going. I mean, all the shows I've been to in recent years have been incredible. The King Gizzard shows in 2025 at Forest Hills, for example, that was peak because I mean they played. This is one of the first times they played like a rock show, but with an orchestra backing it, and that was just like a unique concert going experience. Like I don't know if I'll ever get to see something like that again. So I think that's also pretty memorable, is seeing like them play with a 30-piece orchestra. Yeah, I'd probably say those are some of the highlights for me.
Very nice. How about Anthony? You wanna list any?
What was the question again?
So basically, just like and out of all the concerts you've been to, what was like your favorite? Whether it was just a specifically like funny moment that happened at the show, or the show itself, like in terms of the songs that were played, like really caught your attention, or just an overall great memorable night.
I remember
like
the
when
first.
Alex was answering, he was listing multiple shows. If you don't want to just stick to one.
I remember the first concert I ever went to, Rammstein, on Cinco de Mayo in 2011.
That's awesome.
Like 5 songs in, it was like Fire Fry, and the pyrotechnics. I was at the not the Prudential Center. It was the Izod Center in the Meadowlands.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I remember when like the pyrotechnics went off. I don't know. I could feel the heat, and I was like I wasn't the furthest away, but I also was nowhere. Like we weren't on like the floor. We were kind of like as close as we could get before on the floor. Like we were like kind of like right in front of this like directly in front of the stage, but we weren't like right there in front of it. But I could still just feel the heat of when that fucking shit went off.
Dude, that was rest in peace. That venue. I think it got turned into that like Nickelodeon theme park inside the mall. There's
a fucking Nickelodeon theme park.
Yeah, there's an indoor Nickelodeon theme park that has roller coasters inside.
Glove World?
Yeah, they have Glove World. They actually have some pretty cool. They have a Shredder themed roller coaster in there.
Wow.
Called I think Nickelodeon Universe. I know this is a tangent, but like actually no, we should fucking go there.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, Eyes on Center is great because that's where I saw Aerosmith.
It was also I think I like the same concert. I remember the keyboardist was on like a treadmill while he was playing.
Wait,
And
so
then
he
I think
was
it
like
was-
standing up, running on the treadmill while also.
No, he was walking on it and just but
Okay.
And I think there was one song he got in on like an inflatable raft and just like went through the crowd.
Oh, that's awesome.
They did the one bit where they had some guy on stage who looked like a fan, and then like they set him on fire.
Oh my god, that's like Guar with the mock executions that they like bring up whatever the president. Yeah.
And then
That's
when
wild.
they did Angle at the end, the singer had like the big angel wings on the side that was shooting out fire. Yeah. Cinco de Mayo, 2011. I ate Wendy's that day. Anyway, it wasn't.
I remember where I was.
No, I remember. Me and my brother, we got Wendy's before we went to the show. Anyway,
That's awesome.
was like a standout moment from like I mean, the first time I saw King Giz, obviously the show opened with Planet B, and then everything just became like
It just became a black hole. Like the crowd collapsed on itself like a dying star.
oh my god, it became Okinawa. I just became like, oh my god, here we go. Robert went in, and I was like, wait a minute, Robert, wait. And then like Levi was lagging behind, and I'm like, Levi, I'll come back for you. And he's like, you son of a bitch.
Alex's, I think his first Giz show was Philly 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, and then, shit, what was it? Yeah, it opened with Planet B, and I had like never done anything like that, and all of a sudden, just my friend Robert, who had done shit like that before, just like ran in, and I took his lead, and then my other friend Levi was just standing there. Like, eventually, he was gone. It was like a scene in a movie where like you're pushing up the hill, and then the guy behind you just gets fucking picked off.
Wait, I'm looking at the set list. This show was fucking stacked because then they went right into Perihelion. Oh my god! And then Great Shade of Being, Stressin', the Mind Fuzz Suite, the Balrog, Akari.
Eventually, like Robert was out of sight, and then like I don't know, half the show passed, and then I somehow made it up to the front, and then I find Robert. and then at one point I start getting like swallowed by like the pit, like it literally like I'm going down like the Terminator into the molten steel, but it's like in a pile of people, and Robert has to like pull me out by my arm. It was like being taken in by quicksand, yeah. And then it was
the bird song too. Holy shit!
And then we got Pat's after, and Robert and Levi ordered 3 a.m. pizza, and then the next day we went to Camden for Knotfest, which was Behemoth, Gojira, who's a band who played the who like opened for like the Olympics, right? Didn't they do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Gojira, yeah. And then it was Volbeat and then Slipknot. So
that was the one where you said you felt like Tony Stark after he did the snap in Endgame.
Yeah, because by the end of that, I was below like 10% battery life. Ouch. You don't understand. You understand. If fucking Duality plays, and then like I barely make it out of the circle pit. This is like fucking ground. This is ground. This is just like ground, and all I've eaten is like other than after breakfast, which is cheese fries there. And this one guy came up and fucking smoked our bun, and we never saw him again. He was like, hey. So I get back around. And like, oh, fucking Duality just ended. So then Corey Taylor just fucking walks away, walks back, and then for like the encore, he just yells, spit it out! And then Robert just looks at me like he puts his hand on my shoulder. I'm like, oh no, I'm not gonna make it, am I? I have to turn around. I go back in, and this pit ends with me being like physically launched out of it, and I fucking hit my tailbone right on the fucking ground.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Dude, that sounds fucking awesome. I remember you were telling me about it. You were texting me because you're like, dude. I think you actually verbatim said like, dude, I feel like Tony after the snap. It's like, what is that? Like, what's happening? What's going on?
Yeah, it was King Giz and then Not Fest the next night, and then you heard about King Giz 2, where fucking
Oh my goodness!
I was lost into the mass of people. I was absorbed into this fucking blob. Like that PS2 game where like you get absorbed into like the big ball of people, and then you just keep spinning and you're destroying a town.
Dude, then Alex's next Giz show. You ready for this? Fucking Forest Hills 2020.
Wait,
too.
I'm trying to remember. And then that was 2019. Oh shit! No, I skipped the second time I saw Rammstein. I saw them in Lincoln. Yeah, dude, they fucking had like chicks on like the Titantrons, just like the big screens, like showing their titties in the crowd.
Dude, that's a big.
Oh, that was awesome. Dude, you should see Rammstein. Dude, that's an absolute show. Dude, they did the fucking set. Dude, they did this one bit where the one guy gets into like this big like pot or whatever, and then they just like set it on fire.
I wonder if they've ever. Hang on, I want to see. I should see if like Rammstein.
Yeah, because I remember that was like a week. That was like a week or two before you got married, and then I remember like a month after that is the second King Giz show we were just talking about, and then so that was 2022, and then yeah, then it was Forest Hills. Okay.
Yeah, Forest Hills Night 2 was wild.
Am I allowed to talk about? Am I allowed to talk about this classified this information?
What's the classified information?
Due to like a war crime just like went down.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah.
Okay. So like I'm on like 3 tabs of acid, and we're like, are we like halfway through the show?
Well, so like, what? Oh, for Planet B, right? Yeah, I think that was about halfway into the show.
Halfway through, yeah. Planet B starts up, and all of a sudden, I'm like, I'm having flashbacks to like 2019. Like,
and I think we just started seeing red because so we were up in the bowl, and I think it was like standing order. It was Brian, then me, then Mara, then Anthony, then Garland.
Yeah.
Like. Anthony, I think he just started vibrating really fast and just started like phasing through Morrow. and then once he got next to me, we just started like we kind of formed like we were just like moshing on each other basically up in the stands for the entire duration of the song. It was beautiful. It was I would just feel like I was getting assaulted for like 3.5 minutes. However long it was. I felt like Rodney King.
Yeah. There's nowhere to run. Yeah, you got just me and Brian, police brutalitying you, police trucking you.
And he was on 3 tabs of acid for the Murder of the Universe suite.
Yeah, the entire thing. I looked at it and I just went, "What the hell am I looking at?"
Yeah, I can imagine 3 tabs for the Murder of the Universe suite. Not pleasant.
No. You don't understand. It wasn't like that. It wasn't pleasant. I was legit just like, what the hell am I looking at? Like, what are you trying to? And then I see people in the crowd like doing the rowboat thing, and I'm like, and I just had this feeling, like I said, like I don't know, like apparently I turned into like a square for a second. I felt like a school principal, and I just wanted to go up to these kids, like they're having a prom, and be like, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, Ben, you might have seen it. But you know how like during the World Cup matches where like the Norwegian fans were doing that like Viking rowboat thing? I don't know if you've seen that, but anyways, like King Gizzard fans will do that during certain songs, but like in the mosh pit, I have this footage of this like guy wearing like robes and like a lizard mask, like standing amidst all these people sitting down and just yelling, "Row, row!" While people are rowing and like the band is throat singing.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude,
that's wild.
That was at Forest Hills Night too. That's Anthony and Morrow were both there for that one, and I'm like, this is
nice.
I was like, this
looks
like a riot.
That's sick.
And then there was the impromptu show in Philly. Me and Levi went to. the one where Levi was like so high and Geese was playing and he was like, he thought that was King Giz, and I'm like, Levi, that's the opening band. He's like, oh, I thought that wasn't Stu, and I'm like,
he thought Cameron Winter was. For a second, he's like, wait, Cameron Winter doesn't look like Stu. What's going on?
yeah. And then we got Planet B again.
Oh, and he got
Levi
Gilgamesh debut.
Yeah, Levi stood his ground a little more. Yeah, dude, before I get to that, dude, I've seen King Giz 4 times, 3 times gotten Planet B.
That's fucking
Dude, hell yeah.
Dripping Tap. I've seen him 14 times, but I think I've gotten the Dripping Tap. Hold up, I got it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, I think. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so if you go to a King Giz show with me and Steve, you'll just get Dripping Tap and Planet B.
Which means we're probably
good.
getting that at we'd get that at Forest Hills probably because they did that Field of Vision last year.
Yeah.
So
The
yeah,
entire festival with Dripping Tap.
yeah.
Nuts.
But what was it? Yeah, then they got Gilgamesh.
Yeah, because
Dude, hell yeah.
I was literally in Utah and I was sad because it was like one of 2 shows that didn't live stream because I actually wanted to watch it because I knew you were there. And then you just texted me out of the blue, dude, Gilgamesh. And I'm like, there's no other reason why Anthony would know what that means. So I was like, they're actually playing the song right now.
Dude, Levi and I were so hyped, and just all of a sudden they roll out this big fucking table and just go, Gilgamesh. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Hey, dude,
Nice.
I listened to it on Apple Music and I'm like, I think people say that the river from that show is like 30 minutes is like one of the best versions of the river. And that's up there as like, I wouldn't say definitely in top 10 favorite Giz songs. I feel like, I don't know. I really like it, and it's like
It really felt right seeing them in
30-minute
Philly.
version.
It really felt right hearing Planet B in Philly again. Also, I don't remember what it was called, but that was a nice venue. You would have liked that venue.
Was that? Oh wait, no, it wasn't Franklin Music Hall.
No, this
I
was
think
an
it was like
outdoor.
something like Dell Amphitheater or something. I don't know.
Oh, that was it. I think.
Yeah.
Hang on. Yeah.
Yeah, it was outside. It was kind of by like a small river. That thing.
Now, let me go on there.
Wasted way too much money on like the foil poster.
Yeah, that poster is sick because it's like the cover for the album too.
And then there was see, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a super standout moment from the first 2 times I saw Iron Maiden. But
Yeah, Dell Music Center. That was it.
yeah, but then we get what is it? Then we get to the 3rd time I saw Iron Maiden. Where were we again? Right, Philadelphia. How could I forget? How could I forget? Just imagine if the city was just not there. Yeah. And then what was I on?
Whole state of Pennsylvania's coming for us, guys.
Anthony's just going through his entire like concertography. Let's get. I like it though because I like hearing all the like I don't know 'cause that's like my favorite thing to talk about is just like wild moments from each show.
Yes. Like, so remember the pregame where I was like drunk and we were playing Mario Party and then I vomited in the toilet and the sobriety and I'm like, let's go.
Oh, that was Iron Maiden, right?
Yeah.
Italy? Oh my god, yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
You fucking rallied. I think you booted again on the way to the venue. Like we got dropped off by the Uber. And I think you like puked in a bush, and then we kept walking.
Yeah. I puked again. It's like, yeah, here we go.
Oh yeah, and the opening act was who? Like the fucking like Mongolian heavy metal band.
No. Does Telex know what happened? What I proceeded to do after I puked the 2nd time.
I don't know. Do you wanna explain?
Steve, tell him.
Wait, what did you do?
What did I take?
Oh yeah, yeah. You took shrooms
Oh.
for
And
Iron
how was
Maiden,
that?
baby. Dude, they played fucking Alexander the Great. Oh,
They played like all the 4 like good songs from like really good songs from Somewhere in Time that like should deserve way more attention.
I love it.
And what do you think about? About?
That's honestly my favorite Iron Maiden album. That one's goated.
Yeah.
That and Power Slave.
What do you think? What do you think about that, Steve?
I think we should have some stories from Ben if he has any this
Yes.
with us with the class.
We're talking about like peak concert experience.
Yeah, just like
So-
memorable moments. It could just be like funny
yeah.
shit that happened too. Yeah,
I got a pretty badass one. It was what was it? I think it was called Project Revolution. With Linkin Park, Busta Rhymes, Chris Cornell. Right.
Oh,
So
shit.
me and my girlfriend at the time are in the pit, and Busta Rhymes did his thing. He was okay. At that point, he was like kind of way past his prime, so it wasn't anything special. But it was still seeing Busta Rhymes, I guess, was cool. And then Chris Cornell came up and did a bunch of Soundgarden, Audio Slave. And when he's doing Black Hole Sun, he starts to crowd surfing, and then the crowd keeps like pushing him further. And me and her are like in the center of the pit, so we're like pretty far away. Like we're not right up next to the gate or whatever. So he makes it all the way back to like us, and security's like freaking out. They're like, "Get him back here!" like yelling at people. But because they're doing it like so, and they're like trying to get people, like move them out of the way, so people start backing up, and now it's like literally just me and maybe one other person holding Chris Cornell as he's singing Black Hole Sun. And I'm like, I can't just let this man go, so I push him forward, and he makes his way back to the stage. But he was like sweating and like dripping on me as he was singing the song. It was pretty fucking tight. That was pretty sick. So
That's awesome. Holy shit.
yeah, so that happens. R.I.P. Chris Cornell, one of the greats, seriously. And then Linkin Park comes on, and obviously Linkin Park's fucking amazing. Chester's still alive at this point. R.I.P. one of the other greats. They're singing Points of Authority, which is my favorite Linkin Park song. It's off of Hybrid Theory, which if you haven't listened to Hybrid Theory, check it out. It's my favorite Linkin Park album, but it's like their first like studio big album. This with like In the End and all the other shit on it. So they're doing Points of Authority, and I'm singing. I'm on the edge of the pit, like holding people back because I'm not trying to be in there. I'm just like looking to keep everything safe. And I'm singing. Chester's singing. Chester's on stage, looks at me, points at me, and we're locked eyes, eye contact locked. Sorry, I'm very high, and he's singing to me, and I'm pointing at him and singing to him, singing Points of Authority. And it was just, yeah, it was fucking peak, dude. It was really, really cool. Just being in that moment and like all the energy that was happening, but at the same time I was able to like point and like share that with Chester at that one time. That was really fucking sweet.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, and then after
awesome.
that was like the end of the show. I walked back to my car and I got towed. So good way to end the evening.
Oh man, the cosmic like big weight of like the balance was like too far into based that I had a little bit. Just,
it did. It's like you're getting way too many good vibes at one time.
The vibes are too immaculate. We need to like offset it a little bit. But that's,
yeah, no, I need to get
like
humbled.
A fun night though. Holy shit,
dude! It was seriously insane. My mom had to pick me up. That was a shitty way to end it, but it was the way to do it. So it was a great time. And yeah, rip Chris and Chester, big time.
R.I.P.
Big rip. Let me get 5 big booms for him. Just kidding.
Yeah, wait, do the fucking.
There we go. Hell yeah.
I completely forgot about the soundboard. I'm like, I forgot we even had one.
Trust me, I hear you, brother. So yeah, there's that. Other ones, let's see. I've been to a lot of shows. I went to one of my favorite shows, Family Values Tour with Korn, Atreyu, and Firefly, I think was another one of the main openers. And yeah, that was a fucking dope ass show. I mean, my mom showed me all different types of music ever since I was a kid, and Korn was always a big like influence. Like Jonathan and his style is wild and crazy. So yeah, it was just cool to be like there, and I was with my mom and dad, which was kind of crazy. I've seen so many things. I saw Creed. That was pretty cool.
Yo, Creed, hold me now.
Yeah. Again, well past their prime, but still, it was Creed.
It's just it's cool.
That was kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. I saw Logic like at least. I want to say I saw him at least 10 times, if not more. But that was before he was huge, and all that other stuff. So those were like really small shows. Like saw him in Boston a bunch. He came to Hartford a couple times. And yeah, I still want to see. I really want to see System of a Down in concert. That's one of my ultimate goals, is to see them while they're still touring and original band members and stuff. Well, I don't even know if they are original band members. I haven't kept up, but just like shit like that. You know what I mean? I want to see those guys really bad.
Didn't they replace the drummer? Or am I thinking of someone else?
They might have. I'm not sure. You know what I mean? Bands, they've been together, or they've been around so long. It's like I wouldn't be surprised if it's just Surge and a bunch of, not new or newer people. But I wouldn't be surprised if that guitarist stayed around. He's very unique too.
Yeah, it looks like they're touring right now. They got where are they? They're out in the UK right now. It was in Berlin. I'm sorry, that's tomorrow is the show in Berlin. That's cool.
Yeah, no, they're dope. I was, for my 30th birthday, I had considered dabbling and going to Portugal and seeing them there, but it never happened. Probably a regret of mine I'm looking back on and wishing I did, but still, it would have cost quite a bit of money, but it would have been sick.
Yeah. This is, I don't mean to interrupt you, but this will be a little tangent in case like you guys want to do this while we're talking, but I just sent to Songrex setlist.fm. Great website. You make an account, and then if you could just remember the year and the venue or like the location of the show you went to, you could just type that in. So for example, you could do like for me, Aerosmith 2012, East Rutherford, New Jersey, or Izod Center, whatever, and then like you could have the actual set list as long as somebody wrote it down.
Right.
If you're having a hard time remembering like what else was played, it's a great way to like look back, and you can. It's just a cool resource. And then if you make an account, you can like.
That's very cool.
Concert as like, oh, I was there. So you can see what.
Not a sponsor, just a general shout out.
Yeah, no, just a general shout out. But like, this is also for you guys too. If like, as we're reminiscing here, if you ever want to like look and see like, oh yeah, like I remember this song, but like what else was played? You know, if it's a band you
right.
I don't know. I just think that stuff's interesting, but that's a great website. So, anyways, yeah. Back to you, Ben.
Dude, hell yeah. No, I mean, I don't. As far as individual moments in concerts, I can't really tell you. That was my peak for sure, and I would say it's a pretty decent peak.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And then, individually, like I've just been to a bunch of shows that I've like. I was big into like what's it called? It wasn't Project Revolution. That was like something else, but it was the Warped Tour. I've been to a billion of those.
Yeah, I know friends who like that one too.
Me and my wife actually saw Simple Plan in Sum 41 just like a couple years ago. So
Nice.
Dude, hell yeah.
Yeah. And that's my story. Smash that like and subscribe, bitches.
Yeah, hit that shit. All right, Morrow. Would you like to share? If not, no worries, because I see you're muted. And then I'll just take over. But I might go for a while, so that's why I'm trying to go last.
Just do it, Steve. He can't.
He's
just do it. Yeah.
Just manually unmute him.
So I'll go through the line here in order. At least first one that I really remember, definitely Aerosmith 2012. That was a big one for me because I really got into them early high school. So at this point, 2012 was like, I think it was the summer 2012. So halfway into, what was that, our junior year? I'm sorry, not halfway. That was going into our senior year of high school. And like, I think I got into them freshman or sophomore year. So like, I already was into them for a couple of years. So that was just a great show. I think even on my YouTube channel that all these podcasts go to, if you scroll all the way down, I think one of the first uploads is the encore, which was them singing Dream On. It's just,
nice.
It's really shitty, like iPhone 11. No, not even iPhone 11. That was probably like iPhone like 4 fucking quality.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's not the best, but like the video's okay. I don't know. Anyways, it's there.
It exists.
It exists. I mean, just hang on. So definitely, I would say concerts for me really picked up like post 2022, because 2022 was like I saw Elton John and Coldplay at MetLife that summer, and then I saw King Giz twice in the fall. I saw a couple in 2023, and then 2024 was when I saw 13 in 1 year, and last year I saw 26 concerts. In terms of like just memorable like highlights, I mean, obviously first Giz show was great, but I think like as much as I love the vibes of Forest Hills 2022, because that was like the first time seeing them live, what I really loved was probably the stretch of shows where I went from starting in Connecticut, took a train down to Washington, D.C. with my buddy Gus. We got off, just had just enough time to run in and see King Giz in D.C. Then the next morning, caught a train up to New York for 2 nights in Forest Hills, where each concert was 3 hours long. Then had an off day where we got to take a car ride back up to New England for then a show in Boston and then Portland, Maine. And like that string going up the East Coast was so fucking cool. Each show just kind of had its own vibe to it. Obviously, we already talked in length about Forest Hills Night 2, where Anthony was on 3 Tabs of Acid, and Morrow and Brian were also there, and Gartland as well. Yeah, just fucking great shows. Part of that experience, though, was the Portland, Maine show I was at, where I, was right up on the rail, and already a fantastic show to begin with, but they ended with the Dripping Tap. And for those who don't know, this venue, it's Thompson's Point, if you want to look it up, in Portland, Maine, and it's like kind of like this little, almost like peninsula jutting out into the water. So there was basically like in the venue, it was just on this strip of land going out into the water. So like there was, if you just jumped over like a specific fence, you could just climb on down in the water. And this is important because the lead singer knew this. So during the Dripping Tap, he's like, yeah, let's go for a fucking swim. And he like strips down to just his shorts. And he says, all right, like, yeah, you guys see that lemonade stand back there? I want you to carry me to there. I'm going to get out. We're all going to have like a big group cuddle. And then then I'm going to run into the water, come back out, and then you're going to bring me back to the stage. And then like he's explaining all this and I'm recording it. I'm like, yeah, this is fucking wild because I'm right up by the stage. So I'm like watching him in like real time say this like right in front of me. But then he comes down from the stage, gets into the crowd, and I'm like, oh fuck. So I put my phone in my pocket. He like just jumps like over me. I like pass his leg back into the crowd. And then like just turn around and he's rolling through, getting like fucking, he was holding like a camcorder, recording his POV as he's rolling through the crowd. And you can actually see this. This show's on YouTube on the King Gizzard channel. And you can actually see me, like if you go in the video and you see him go into the crowd, I have much shorter hair, but I'm wearing like a hat and you see my glasses. And you see like me like pushing him back into the crowd. And just like the chaos that ensued. And then yeah, he like went all the way out, like just in like I think he was either in shorts or like his boxers or something, like jumped into the water. And my buddy Gus got a picture of him coming out, like, and he looked like the creature from the Black Lagoon. Just like this like absolute menace like emerging from the water. And then crowd surfed back. But when he made it back to the stage, he was wearing like somebody, I guess, lent him a pair of Crocs. Because then he like threw them back into the audience. I'm like, I don't even remember this guy wearing them when he passed right over me. I don't know how he acquired these Crocs, but like now that he just launched them back into the crowd. Just absolute bonkers show. And then, yeah, like Anthony mentioned, Iron Maiden was fucking awesome. Because we went to like a rave the night before too, which was Halloween. Honestly, that whole weekend in general was pretty cool. Because it was like a Halloween rave and then Iron Maiden on Dia de los Muertos, which I think is like kind of fitting. In terms of like, I know,
and then Alexander the Great happened, and fucking I screamed in Brian's face. He went, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah, and it's like fucking. In terms of like favorite venue, because I know I didn't really ask you guys this, but like probably Red Rocks, like at least out on the West Coast, Red Rocks is awesome. I think Red Rocks, like there used to be an award for best concert venue. And Red Rocks just won basically every year, so they just changed it to the Red Rocks Award, so then other venues could actually have a chance of winning. It's just cool when you.
That's crazy.
Such a great vibe. Yeah, it's like 30 minutes from Denver, which is already a cool city to visit, anyways. And it's like carved into a mountain with these 2 huge rocks going up each side, which kind of work as like natural, like sound dampening and acoustics. So. It's one of the venues where it's actually like you kind of like treat it like a movie theater, like a nice auditorium theater kind of thing where you want to be like in the middle of the theater in terms of rows and like also in the middle of the row. Like just like because all the sound just gets funneled up to you. Yeah, so I saw King Gizzard there. Other just memorable concert experience. I mean, obviously this would have to be its own episode with King Giz, but like Field of Vision in general, just absolute insanity. Really cool. It's in this town called Buena Vista, 2 hours from Colorado, Denver. And yeah, camping outdoor venue at an altitude of 8,000 feet. and they did their inaugural festival last year, and this year is obviously the second iteration of it. But no, it was just great weekend, great vibes with everyone. We baptized some people just for the fun of it the last day. I don't know, it was cool. Just wild shenanigans. Remember seeing the dude dressed as Jesus, like literally just only drinking red wine, out in like 80-degree weather with like the full robes and everything, just floating on a raft. I don't know.
That's wild.
Everyone, I don't know. It was cool. It was just good vibes. Yeah, obviously, yeah, Forest Hills night too. Pretty much, I would say Alex already mentioned it, but the other two Forest Hills shows from 2025 were fantastic. And then for me, this is going to be more wholesome, but Goosemas, but specifically Goosemas Night 2. That's like my favorite jam band right now. Cool theming. Goosemas is something they do like right before Christmas each year. And then each show has its own theme, and this one was kind of like a traveling circus carnival thing. So the lighting was really cool. The onstage outfits were cool. They had these like girls like doing acrobatics like in the air and shit, like hanging from like these ribbons kind of off the side of the stage, like doing like the like midair dancing or whatever they call it. I don't know, it was just like cool like carnival vibes, but like what like the wholesome part is then like I remember that's the first night I felt my daughter kick like because at that point I think Laura was far enough along where I was able to feel her like back at the hotel, which was really cool. So like kind of like it was just like I don't know, it was just like a nice and
Wasn't in the pit.
really fun two nights of shows. What was that?
She wasn't in the pit kicking you.
She was no.
She was picking up pennies.
Actually, hopefully she'll be like. I think she'll be a nice, fun concert buddy because Goose is always tough to all sing or play for her to like get her to like chill, and she really enjoys it. Yeah, and then so far this year there hasn't been a whole lot, but obviously with upcoming shows, with Field of Vision, and then 4 shows in New York with King Giz, and then I got 2 shows at Mohegan Sun for Goose, so I got those to look forward to. Yeah, and I've just seen a lot of jam bands. I've seen Pigeons playing ping pong like I think 11. No, I think like 10 times or like 11 times or something. I forget the exact number because I saw him a fair amount of times in it was last year actually. I think I saw him like 9 times or something because I saw him for like 3 nights in Philly, 3 nights in Boston, a couple like kind of like random shows thrown in here or there. Let me like try to think of favorite moments. I just feel like, I mean, something that was cool was the night before Goosemas, and I'm thinking of this because I'm looking at the poster right now. There was like a Night Zero event, and usually in the jam band scene, Night Zero is like, if there's a weekend of shows and it's like a big band or whatever in the scene that's playing, Night Zero is just kind of like any local bands or maybe like up and coming jam bands will be the main act. Anyways, so it was Disco, which is another one I'm really into, but they had like some sponsorship with some company where like proceeds from the merch for the show entered you into a raffle because you like everything was a donation basically, so you got to win something. And because I bought the poster for that show and like a shirt, it entered me into a raffle, and then I won a Goosemas poster. There was like 4 different designs for the weekend, and I won one of them just for free. They were just like, yeah, like Steven here. So that was just like kind of cool because it fit into the carnival vibe as well, like winning a prize. I don't know, I just thought that was kind of fun. What else? Anthony assaulting me, that happens a fair amount of times.
You probably deserve it, in all
I
fairness.
probably do deserve it, yeah.
You were right there again. Like I said, also when I scared the shit out of Brian during the end of Alexander the Great. I'm sorry. He died of fever in Babylon, and I just fucking let out this like all this energy, and Brian's like, "Oh my god!" And then Fear of the Dark happened, and I'm like, "Oh my god, a pit is actually forming at an Iron Maiden show." Brian, let's go.
Yeah, man, it's fucking.
Also, the venue took place symbolically where a past WrestleMania took place. So all I saw was everyone was The Rock, and I'm like, "Oh my god, it's the fight of my life! I have to kill them all."
Oh man! So this actually reminds me. Another moment I thought was fucking so peak for the vibes was King Gizzard in Boston, 2024. Alex knows the set list. I think I might have told you this too, but it was like right when they started playing their metal set. They started with the song Supercell, which is from Petrodragonic Apocalypse, and it's about like these cell storms just fuel, like, you know, like basically climate change, kind of like superpowered El Nino-esque storms just fucking everyone's shit up. And like right as they played the opening riff to that song, it just started downpouring on like the audience, and it was like I don't think there was lightning, but it was just, I don't know, it was like hearing that opening riff and just getting like pelted with rain. I'm like, this is so fucking fitting. Um, and I remember rain through the whole metal set, like and all the footage I have on my phone, because I think the next song was Gila Monster, which that was a fucking.
Yeah.
And then like when
Which show are you talking about?
Wait, what did you say?
Which show are you talking about? Boston?
Yeah, Boston 24.
No, it's Perry
Boston.
Healy and
So
Hell, and
it's
then
racist.
Yeah, Perihelion, then Hell, then Gila Monster. Because like right after Gila Monster, the rain stopped, and then like there was just like this steamy musk coming off the ground. Because like, you know, all the humidity just like dropped from the air. So like literally, like I think Stu, if you listen to the recording, you just straight up hear Stu say like, "Holy shit!" Like the crowd's steaming. Like he's like, it's so fucking. Everyone's just so moist.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I have like, yeah, I've got 14 Giz shows. I'll save that for another time. But like, because we were already talking in length about like the Philly one from 2022 and the Forest Hills one from 2024.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have. I mean, recently I saw Goose in 102-degree weather during that heat wave this past weekend, so that was fun. Great show, like legitimately a great show. But I was like the whole time, I'm like, I'm so miserable. It's so hot.
Well, imagine the band.
That's what I was thinking too, because they delayed the show by like 40 minutes because I think they were waiting for the sun to go down, which is funny because
Yeah.
delaying a show by 40 minutes means you're losing out on like 2 songs.
Yeah. Well,
But I was like, yeah, no, they started late because they wanted the sun to be a little bit lower in the sky because the venue was outside but down on a hill. So they're like, okay, if
yeah.
it gets low enough, then it will technically kind of start cooling off the venue because it got fucking steamy in there.
Oh, I bet.
And the
I felt like I
sun
was in a
outside
sauna for
got
like
higher.
3 hours. But yeah, I don't think I have
But yeah,
stories, at least not at the moment. Trying to think of another fun topic to do. Do you guys have any? I know we were talking about like favorite bands or maybe like a specific song, but do you have like any like album recommendations? You would just be like, yeah, if you want to get into this band or this genre.
X-Tops, you have the right to remain silent. It's one
Oh,
of
you were
the
telling me
best
about
goddamn-
that. Yeah,
the best goddamn albums ever made.
I have to check that one out. I was sad because I think they had X Cops, or if they didn't, I was like looking in the section where it would have been, but I didn't see it there. I need to find that at another shop probably. But yeah, how about you, Alex? You got any like albums that you say like, hey, like listen to this, it will either change your life, or if you want to like just listen to something cool, and it's like the whole album, like front to back, no skips, or you know, it's maybe a cool story.
No skip. Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, there's just there's so many you can talk about for that. I mean, there's been so many that have come out this year that I think it's honestly been a great year for just music in general that I like at least. But uh, Gum, his real name is Jay Watson, but he used to be a part of Tame Impala. If for those that don't know, and he just dropped an album this year called Blue Gum Way, and honestly, I feel like every single song on there is a banger, and you can't really skip it. It's like it's more mellow and vibey. It kind of reminds you of just like summer and just being like out on a beach or just like some sort of sun. Yeah, it's a good album. It's good to chill, have it playing in the background while you clean or relax. But yeah, I could literally recommend every single King Gizzard song or album otherwise because they're just fucking amazing. And that's probably not something we should open up again on this episode because
Yeah, we'll seal the Giz Pandora's box.
Yeah, Fish. We brought up Fish again or many times, but I feel like their 2000 album Farmhouse has very few misses, if any. I honestly think every single song on there is a must listen, which is great, and they have a lot of albums like that. And yeah, I mean, I could really list so many different albums like that, but what about everyone else?
I could listen to Limp Bizkit.
Dude, chug the starfish and the hot dog flavored water.
Yeah.
That and
One of the fastest selling albums in history.
yeah, I got that, and hold up, what's the other one? The one that has break stuff. I have that on vinyl.
Significant Other.
Yeah, that one. I got that.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude, fucking.
See, there's a band I think I also found because of a music video. I think it was the music video for Nookie.
Dude, I love them. I
was like, what? I was a kid. I was like, what the heck is he talking about? My brother just one day came home with his fucking red baseball cap, and I'm like, ooh.
How about you, Ben? I know you already mentioned like Toxicity by System of a Down and Hybrid Theory.
Yep.
You got any other?
Yeah. Another one that's like mainstream, but is one that like is totally off from what I've said before is the 2020 Vision Experience by Justin Timberlake. That album's fucking good. It's like R&B.
I remember you telling me about that one. Yeah.
That album is so good, dude. I play that album at least once a year, where I'll like just have like a month or a few weeks or so where I'm just listening to that, and all the songs are good. There's a couple I don't really fuck with, but for the most part, I would say 90% of it is like I fuck with all that album. So that's from, I forget exactly what year. I want to say it was like 2011, 2022, 2012, something like that. So it's dope. And it's something that's like, if you don't like Justin Timberlake, but you like R&B and just good produced music, like that album's solid. Because I know people think like, oh, Justin Timberlake's NSYNC bullshit, blah, blah, blah. But I promise you, that album's so good. And it's honestly, if like, coming from a man's perspective, if you got a honey coming through, put on Spaceship Coupe and she's getting pregnant. I can guarantee you that.
Just
guaranteed.
The opposite of birth control, just like the
birth control the birth control will stop working.
Yeah.
If you play that song. Let's see. And I don't really fuck with Kanye nowadays, but Graduation is just an absolute classic.
Oh yeah.
You can't deny that. College Dropout's pretty tight. I'll give a solid nod to College Dropout, but seriously, Graduation's just another really well produced album. Kanye did everything on it. And,
I forget. Did you say you're into Korn?
Love Korn. Yep.
Let me ask. Better album: Follow the Leader or Issues?
I'm not super familiar with the individual tracks off of either, but I know Follow the Leader is like, the main stake when people say they love Korn, and so they follow a lot of bangers off that. That's like with is that the one with Got the Life and in that era of Korn? Yeah, so it's
Got the Life. It's got Freak on a Leash. Issues though has like Falling Away from Me,
Beating Me Down.
Yeah, Beating Me Down.
Yeah, that era of Korn I'm cool with. I didn't hate my life, so I was like not really like, it didn't really resonate with
Marilyn Manson while Columbine happened.
Oh no. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh no, hell yeah.
Man, I guess if I have to go,
yeah, you have to go. Get out.
Yeah, I have to go. Okay, I'm sorry. I just hang up. I just leave. No, dude. So fucking obviously, if I'm gonna go back, right? So I'll do first artist I was really into, Rick Springfield. I mean, honestly, like I know he was big from the '80s. That's the guy who sings Jesse's Girl. For those uninformed, it's like I know it's like very much like Washed Up Rock Star, but I honestly think the newer stuff he's made has been more fun and like kind of cool to listen to outside of like the '80s stuff, which is the more popular people recognize.
You don't think Comic Book Heroes or whatever is
his second album that like didn't really sell that well and it almost made him like kill himself? That's actually
it's wild.
I have that. I got it for like
Universe where he goes
$6.
through with it.
Yeah, he goes through. Oh, what were you about to say? Sorry.
Spoiler.
Yeah,
For another universe?
the multiverse where Rick Springfield does it. Anyways, go on.
Jesus Christ.
That's the same universe where Steve does 3 tabs of acid at King Gizzard instead.
Hell yeah.
So then I phased through Morrow to assault you.
You face through Garland and you insult me.
All right, I'm into it. But yeah, so I mean, in terms of his newer stuff, I really loved Venus and Overdrive. That came out in I think 2006. I don't know. It was just like just good, chill, kind of like Arctic Monkey vibes, like just chill rock.
Arctic Monkey.
I don't fucking know. So I only said that because someone, I think we were going to like a Cub Scout or Boy Scout camping trip, and like some dad in the car was like, "Is this Arctic Monkeys?"
No, it's just a funny sentence out of context. Like,
Yeah, no, but it was like he literally was like, "Is this Arctic Monkeys?" Like, my dad was like, "No, it was Rick Springfield." He's like, "Jessica's Girl." Like, yeah, that one. Anyways, and then Aerosmith. I know a lot of people are like just don't like, they don't like the post rehab like 80s and like 90s Aerosmith, which is like Love in an Elevator, Dude Looks Like a Lady, Ragdoll.
Like pro wrestlers, you need drugs to be good.
Yeah, so it's like literally okay. So people have said this online, and it's like if it was just their first 4 albums, and then they died tragically in like a plane crash, like they would just be considered rock legends because it's like their first 4 albums are just gold. Like if you just want like gritty, bluesy, raunchy, just like hard classic rock, just listen to their first 4 albums because it's like you got.
Don't wanna close my eyes.
Yeah, I don't want to miss the things on their first album. It wasn't from the 90s. Just no kidding. You got Dream On was on their first album though, and Mama Kin. One Way Street is a fantastic song. Second album had Train Kept a Rollin', which I know Anthony, I specifically remember this when I was recording another video. We did the Aerosmith tier list with my cousin, and we were talking about Get Your Wings, which is their second album. And we're like, yeah, dude, Train Kept a Rollin'. I think from the other room, we were like, dude, this song's actually pretty kick-ass. I remember that you were like laying on the couch in like my family's living room, and you were just like, dude, this song actually slaps. Anyways, yeah, so Train Kept a Rollin', which is a cover. That song's great. And then their third album, Toys in the Attic, that's the big one that's got the title track, Walk This Way, Sweet Emotion, Big 10-inch record, which is also a cover. And then Rocks, which has like Back in the Saddle, Last Child, Rats in the Cellar. I don't know. If you just listen, if you ever wanted to listen to Aerosmith, just listen to their first 4 albums and then you'll thank me later. If you don't want to listen to anything beyond that, that's fine. But if you do, just come to me and I'll give you a recommendation. Obviously with King Giz, I can talk in length. But if you had to ask me, obviously Nonagon Infinity, that was kind of their breakout. The 9-track length kind of psych garage rock epic where each song, like the gimmick is that each song seamlessly blended into each other. And it also plays on a loop because the last song loops back to the first song. So you could literally just listen to the album infinitely. I don't know. It's just like this such high energy psych rock, super fun live. Great album. I mean, Butterfly 3000 by them.
Yes.
I absolutely love. Just beautiful synth pop, fun dancey songs, but also beautiful lyrics with the title track being about him basically singing about his aspirations for his daughter. So that obviously meant a lot to me when Ellie was born. I mean, Your Mind Fuzz is also classic psych rock by them, starting off very like fast and intense and ending with kind of these slow psychedelic kind of trippier jams. So great when you take an edible because it's like the first half, it hasn't kicked in yet and it's like everything's fast and aggressive, but then the second half of the album chills out and it's more kind of trippy and psychedelic with the 2 slow jams towards the end. I'll skip over Giz though because that could be an entire other episode.
Dude, I will literally give you $10 to not mention King Gizzard the rest of this episode.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. So,
all right. Oh, I got one here. You ever listen to America Must Be Destroyed by Guar?
Dude, I've listened to Scumdogs, but I need to listen to that one.
Dude, America Must Be Destroyed, dude. When they get to the part where they gotta fight Gorgor, the dinosaur who in the egg they've shot up with like fucking crack cocaine, and it starts rampaging throughout the city. After they've already sprinkled crack cocaine on the cereal they've been selling to children, apparently.
Jesus Christ.
They get called into the studio. They're like, "Here, do this infomercial for." This is like what one of the songs about. Is like you get called into the infomercial, like do the commercial for like the cereal, and it's like sprinkling crack on like the fucking cereal, and all the kids get addicted.
Dude, they're fucking. I don't know if you saw this, but they have. It's either a full album or an EP, but it's pretty recent. But it's called like The Return of Gorgor. Because like, as soon as you mentioned that, I was like, holy shit! Wait, I actually saw that because I saw like I follow a bunch of kind of vinyl collection accounts on my other Instagram, and somebody like shared that album, and I was like, that actually just looks funny because it was like very much like kind of Marvel like or like comic book style art on the cover with like this big fucking dinosaur in the middle, and I'm like, yo, that's actually pretty cool looking.
And then there's the there's the heartwarming part during the album where I guess the one song where Odorous gets like reunited with his penis, and they all like smoke a bunch of crack and they pass out, and then they get attacked by the Morality Squad.
What?
Dude, the Morality Squad goes so hard. That is one of the first time things I show people when I show them Guar. Yeah, you can check all this out. There's a movie to go along with this album. It's called Phallus in Wonderland.
Dude, Alex, how do you feel about that?
No comment.
Dude, America Must Be Destroyed. One of the best fucking albums ever.
Yeah, but fucking so
There's your recommendation.
I was gonna say, so other album recs. I mean, okay, so I was talking about Goose, but I'm gonna backtrack. I mean, I guess this is a basic take, but obviously, like the main four from Pink Floyd. So you got Dark Side, The Wall, Animals, and Wish You Were Here. Just like literally listen to any of those, and like you'll thank me later.
What's that picture you sent me where it's like the picture of Kanye where it's like the like manager, like producer listening to like Have a Cigar?
yeah, Pink Floyd's manager listening to Have a Cigar, and it's just Kanye just staring at the camera. Or just the cover of Adam Hart Mother, where it's just the cow, but then like someone said finally Adam Hart Father, and it was just like a buff cow. Anyways, okay. Honestly, Adam Hart Mother is a pretty great album in the cover.
Dude, I heard The Wall also at a young age, like again, like around the same time as like Tool and System of a Down, like and like Nirvana. I got into a lot of bands at a really weird time, and like
hell yeah.
Yeah, I'd always like my brother would always play like listen to like Pink Floyd while playing like this PlayStation game called like Blaster Master or some shit. Kind of creepy. I'm saying it was like a creepy combination. Weirdly, I don't know why. I don't remember much about this game.
Yeah, and then I guess if I did like a speed round of like all the different jam bands, so Goose, I pretty much like all their albums, but their most recent one, Big Modern, has fucking been on repeat in the Nickel household. Just like kind of like these 80s, just like big like arena rock kind of vibes. I don't know. Title track's great. Savinger's amazing. Good to Be is a great song. And then their two most recent albums on top of that, Everything Must Go and Chain Your Dragon. Chain Your Dragon was basically primarily a bunch of songs they'd been playing live for years. Because that's just a big thing in the jam band community is that like if you go to a bunch of their shows, you'll get a bunch of songs where you're like, well, I don't know this. It's not a cover, but it's not like any of their songs that are on streaming. And then all of a sudden their new album comes out and you're like, oh, wait, like I've heard all these songs because they've been playing them at the concerts. And that's what Chain Your Dragon was. So like as a long-term Goose fan, it was just kind of fun getting all those songs live. And honestly, just like great. Like everyone I played Goose for at like dinner parties when I've got my friends over or like with my parents and stuff, like namely my dad really got into them. I don't know. Like I feel like everyone just loves like the sound. It's very, very easy listening, but also has the complexity that jam bands bring. Anyways, Pigeons Playing Ping Pong, their first, I think it's technically their second album, or it's like their first album and then there's an EP before it, but Psychology. That album is fantastic. It has the main song, which is a live staple of theirs, Horizon. Highly recommend if anyone wanted to check that out. Disco, really like Melt. That's another fun one. Just like front to back, just like fun. There's basically no skips. Just each song either has a nice segue into the next one, or it's just very like fun, dancey, upbeat vibes. I forget if I mentioned this, but Tame Impala Currents, probably his best album and like most radio friendly as well. Great tunes. The Less I Know, the Better is like the main song everyone knows from that. Psychedelic Porn Crumpets. I mean, High Visceral 1 and 2. All their they're kind of like AC/DC, where it's like if you've heard one of their albums, you've more or less heard all the other ones because they kind of sound the same in a way. But I would say their best songwriting was probably on their first two albums with Found God and a Tomato, being that like I think it's 7 minutes long. Like psych rock, just fucking epic.
Yep, I agree.
I could just keep fucking going. I'm just thinking of what's on my record corner. Oh, and Iron Maiden Somewhere in Time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking Scorcher.
Yo, Mario, you there?
I think Mar. Oh,
Yo,
yeah, Mario, get in on this.
Yeah, I got a question. Being a fan of connoisseur of grunge, I've always wondered though, what's your take on like Pearl Jam? Do you ever get it with them?
Yeah, I like Pearl Jam. You're good. Yeah, I remember listening to Pearl Jam like wrestling practice. Yeah. Yeah, Pearl Jam rocks, dude.
Jeremy spoken.
Mario,
I don't think
favorite.
I don't think that's all of them.
Yo, I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you guys, all right?
Oh shit!
Peace.
All right,
Drive
peace.
safe.
Peace out, man.
All right, Anthony, what is the worst Iron Maiden album? I believe in you.
Don't hurt yourself.
Senjutsu.
Oh, you don't.
No,
yeah.
I don't know, Virtual 11, if that's how you call it.
Yeah, it's Virtual 11. Yeah, I think
I don't know.
each one at least once. I feel like that was the least memorable.
I don't remember Final Frontier a lot, but then.
Oh wait, actually, I do have another one. Okay, so what's like? I mean, we'll probably wind down here in a little bit too, because I just realized we've been recording for like an hour and 40 minutes almost. Which
Really, wow.
I don't know.
I thought it was
Very
more.
great. Let's close it out here. Let's see if we got any like kind of hot takes or potential fights breaking out.
Top three best covers. Go.
Top 3 best covers.
Yeah, everyone loves top 10, 3s, 5s. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I didn't say we weren't a hack podcast. Fuck you.
I mean, I guess Aerosmith Train Kept It Rolling is up there for me. Like if you're just saying like a studio version of like a band covering another band's song.
Yeah, okay, that's one. I need 2 more. Come on, time is money.
More? Fuck.
I said 3. Come on.
3? I'm trying.
You work for me now.
Because because there's covers I like, but it's from live shows. Like, would that count, or does it need to be a studio version?
If they've played it at more than one live show, it counts.
Okay, they have. Okay, so fucking. I mean, Goose's version of Susie Q from New Haven was fucking sick. Life is a Carnival by them as well, and Goose Miss Night 2. I've seen it twice now live. They did a cover of You Spin Me Right Round. Fucking Pigeons Playing Ping Pong did the Cantina Band from Star Wars.
I'll be I'll determine whether the cover of You Spin Me Right Around is fucking good.
I have 2 versions I can send you. They're both on Bandcamp. The most recent show I was at with my dad, and then the New Haven show I was at last year. That was the encore song. I love both versions, but yeah, I'll if you want, they're on Bandcamp. I'll have to send them to you.
Fine, I guess. Yeah, I low key listen to Dead or Alive, so I'll fucking determine if that's a good cover.
Hang on, I'm trying to think of any other studio ones that have done like covers that are. I know Rick Springfield. Well, actually, Rick Springfield has a whole fucking cover album. Hang on, let me just see. Day After Yesterday. It actually has like Under the Milky Way. That was a great cover. He did Broken Wings, Baker Street. And Waiting for a Girl Like You, the Foreigner song. I would say those are probably my favorites from that album.
Shout out to Foreigner. Love Foreigner.
Foreigner's fucking. I saw them live. I saw them with Styx and Don Fenley. I think is his name. I think it's from the Eagles. So
Nice.
Opener, then it was Styx, and then Foreigner. So,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Really,
I
Sticks
think
was
Jukebox Hero was probably the first song I listened to as a kid that was like, man, I like really love music.
Yeah, dude, Foreigner's fucking tight. I bet actually I should try to see if I can find. Let me see if I can find that set list. I remember it's Foreigner Montage Mountain 2012. I think maybe 2013.
You know that album Kilroy Was Here, the one with Mr. Roboto, apparently is like low key what ended that band.
Really?
Yeah, the rest of the band apparently just like didn't fucking get it, and there was like kind of like no one wanted to do it, but like the one guy, I forget his name.
Oh yeah, fucking Ben. I couldn't find the exact set list for my show, but this is the same tour. They played Double Vision, Waiting for a Girl Like You, I Want to Know What Love Is, Jukebox Hero, Feel the
Oof.
First Time, Hot Blooded,
Wow.
Cold as Ice.
I love all of those songs.
I was like,
All
it was
there.
so fucking stacked. I'm like, wait, this is
That is so crazy.
yeah, and Styx. I mean, the big song. They did play Mr. Roboto, but they did play "Come Sail Away." I know that was like, yeah, they fucking played that. Dude. And then Don Fenley.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm still kind of high at all. Every time I hear "Come Sail Away," all I think is Carmen.
Oh.
Because it's such an early South Park bit, so he still has like the like old fat voice.
Yeah, fuck. I'm trying to think of. Sorry, I know we got like a random. I'm very high right now. I'm very crossfaded. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like 5 milligrams, which I know isn't a crazy amount, but I'm like, I just finished a Blue Moon and I drank a hard spice cider, so
How could you?
I'm vibing right now.
You're vibrating.
Alex, you got any favorite covers? Because you could do like live too.
I mean, I haven't really heard a lot. I don't really listen to a lot of covers on the regular. I mean, Muffin Man was cool from Doomgone. And honestly, yeah, I listened to a live version, not like in person, but Doomgone also had the cover of Hotline Bling they did on some sort of like mini show that they like had like for free on YouTube somewhere. But yeah, they're pretty good. I keep coming back to them. I just don't listen to. I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of covers.
What are you trying to tell me, dude?
I'm trying to tell you.
Since we're on the topic of covers, probably a favorite cover themed show was Pigeons Playing Ping Pong Night 3 in Boston. They did Dead Zeppelin. So it was a bunch of Grateful Dead and Led Zeppelin covers. So they played like Shakedown Street, Help on the Way, Slipknot, Franklin's Tower, fucking. And then for Led Zeppelin, they played Whole Lot of Love. And then they played West LA Fade Away, which is a Grateful Dead song. Eyes of the World. Immigrant. And then the fucking encore was one of their songs, but it jammed into Immigrant Song.
Whoa.
Yeah, all of a sudden they did that. Gus was at that show too. That was so peak. Like they started doing the I'm like, oh my god. So that was sick. I already mentioned the other cover from Jersey where it was one of their songs, then Bye Bye Bye, then Blinding Lights back into the original. They did an instrumental cover of, well, I guess instrumental because that's how the song is, but of Cantina Band from Star Wars. So they opened with Time to Ride, which is like one of my favorite Pigeon songs, and then they jammed into the Cantina Band and then back into Time to Ride. It's not on Bandcamp, unfortunately for you, Alex, but I have the files because I bought them on Nugs, so I'll just send them to you. But it's the show that they did. It was the after party for Goosemas Night 2. That was the show opener. That was fucking awesome.
Dude, hell yeah. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I feel like I would probably just end up listing a bunch of the jam bands I've seen because like Eggy did a great Benny and the Jets cover and Kiss from a Rose by Seal. Spafford did a great Shabada Mama. Is that how it's pronounced? Hold up. I think it's like a.
What did you just call me?
It was like several slurs in a row. Shabba da Mama Mama, which is a Steve Miller Band song.
Wow.
Interstate Love Song, which is Stone Temple Pilots. And the fucking Residual Groove covered Gamma Knife. They ended their set when I saw them in Norwich with the fucking cover of King Giz song. And that singer is going to Feel the Vision, so I'll be vibing with him. Yeah, I mean the New Haven show I was at for Goose 2 was like Cover City. We had fucking they started with Yeti, which is one of their songs, jammed into Pumped Up Kicks, and then back into Yeti. They played blah 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 Whip It by Devo, Susie Q by CCR, and then they ended with You Spin Me Right Round Like a Record. Yeah. I don't even know what else fucking. Oh yeah, and I think the other cover two more covers. Eminence Front by The Who, Pigeons covered in Connecticut last year. And then when I saw them in Kentucky, they ended their show with their song King Kong, but they jammed into Signed, Sealed, Delivered, and then back into King Kong. I don't know, it was fun. Yeah. Man, I don't even know what else. Do we just end it here? Like, do I just kind of have an awkward outro? We've been recording.
Okay, bye.
45 minutes.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, okay,
Bye, drive safe.
That's it. Yeah, everyone drive safe.
Smash
I don't know
like
what else.
and
I'm too
subscribe.
high to function now, so I'm gonna go play a video game.
Smash like and subscribe.